Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. And happy end of summer weekend for everybody. I hope everybody's having a great time. I hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody's getting back on their feet. And I hope you got some good food to eat. I'm making some of my chicken pasta to end the summer here. Got to grill the chicken and get it together with all the fixings. You know, all the fixings that got to go with it. By now, you have heard about Zack Martin. Okay, I got clarification exactly what the deal is, okay? The way the rules are, so Zack Martin, we believe, is vaccinated. The rules are different if you've been vaccinated versus if you have not been vaccinated. So the rules are 48 hours after having no symptoms. So that's no fever, that's no cough, congestion, or anything like that. 48 hours after there's no symptoms, you can take the first test. If that's negative, you can take 24 hours the next test. If that's negative, then you're back. So the problem is him testing positive now means that you have today and tomorrow for the 48 hours. So that means the first test would be Tuesday, followed by the next test on Wednesday, and they don't deem that as enough time for him to be able to travel and go to the game. So we are without Zack Martin, which is a big, big hit. The positive news, at least for the Cowboys. Hold on, it's a little warm out here. Let me grab some. The positive news for the Cowboys is La'el Collins is back to practice. So we have addition with subtraction. Losing Zack Martin is bad, but at least it may be only Zack Martin. So the change in our offensive line will go as follows. Our tackles, Tyrannosaurus, Tyron Smith, La'el, pain in the neck, Collins. We have, of course, Tyler Badish at the center. And then, of course, we have Connor McGovern and Connor Williams. And this is interesting because you'll remember just a couple of weeks ago in training camp, we were hearing that teams were calling the Dallas Cowboys for Connor McGovern. Yeah, Connor McGovern. You remember that, right? That there were teams out there that were interested in getting Connor McGovern. Thank God that they didn't make that move. And here's where we just don't know what's going to happen this season. With COVID is the wild card. From 1 week to the next, along with it being a 17-game season, you don't know who may or may not be on your roster. Look pretty good, don't it? This has dill, lemon juice, dill, McCormick garlic seasoning, grill seasoning, and Cajun seasoning. So it gets a little bit of spiciness in it. You got the dill taste, of course, with it. It's got the grill flavor, of course, because it's coming off the grill. And that lime and that dill go together really, really good. You put that in there with the pasta noodles. Ooh, man. The pasta noodles, you got carrots, you got red onions, you got white onions, you got cheese. You got Parmesan, heavy Parmesan cheese in there, and you got cheddar cheese in it. Oh, my goodness. You mix all that up with some vinegar, some olive oil, and some mayonnaise. That's some pasta salad. I'm telling you. It's one of the things I'm famous for. That and being an idiot. So back to COVID. Regardless of how you feel about COVID and so on, whether you take the test or not, If you breathe, you have a possibility of breathing it into your system. Doesn't mean it's going to go full blown. You can have the remnants there where it's not able to do damage to you. The problem is, of course, is when you breathe it out, that it can get to others. And here's the advantage, at least, if you've taken the COVID shots as far as the NFL goes. You get tested less. You get tested once a week. If you're not vaccinated, you get tested daily. And the rules are a lot different for those who are vaccinated versus those that aren't. Although, I dare say part of the problem may be is because you're allowed to go out, hang out, and do everything else. You're going to be exposed to more risk of getting COVID having the vaccine because you're allowed to go out and do more things. If you're unvaccinated, you have to wear the mask, of course. You can't go to like gatherings of X amount of size. You can't go to bars and clubs and things like that. Whereas if you have been vaccinated, and people are saying, oh, well, that guy was vaccinated and he's got it. Yeah, because guess what? That means you can go ahead and go around without the mask, and you can go out and hang out and party and do a lot more things that those that aren't. So it's kind of like, I don't know if this will be a good analogy or not, but it's kind of like Randy Gregory. You're like, say what? Okay, here's the thing. Because Randy Gregory tested positive for weed, right? That meant he was tested every week. Every week. So those who have not tested positive got tested once a year, which means they could go out there and not have to worry about getting busted for weed. That meant they could go out there and get a lot of weed. Randy Gregory, on the other hand, and not get caught. And not get caught. Okay? Think of getting caught by the NFL COVID. Okay? Think of it like that. Randy Gregory didn't expose himself to COVID very often, right? Because he's in protocol. But every time he did, boom, he got it. Whereas those who weren't in the protocol of smoking weed, chance of getting caught by the NFL or getting COVID were none because you weren't in the protocol. So think of those who weren't in the protocol as vaccinated players. They could be out there all the time smoking that weed, but never get caught. Oh, it's there. It's there. And maybe this is a stupid analogy that makes no sense, but that's kind of the way it is. You're not getting caught by the NFL COVID because you're not in the protocol. Randy Gregory, he get exposed to that weed one time, boom, yay, you got it. You got it. So that's the difference. So it's more likely if you've had the shot, because you're exposed to more people because of the protection that you believe that you have, that you'll test positive more so than somebody who doesn't. I hope I explained that the right way. Maybe you're just more confused than I am, but I don't know. All I know is it's going to hurt not having Zack Martin. And the trolls, they're already circling. The haters are flying in here. Oh, you looking for an excuse. Hey, look. Tampa Bay is the better team, which everybody currently they think, and they win. And we at least show up. I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed if we lose a game that nobody thinks we have a chance in. But I still believe in my team. I still believe, with or without Zack Martin, that we got a chance to win that one. Call me Crazy Mark. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. But I believe in my guys. Want some chicken? Look at that. Woo! Isn't that pretty? Oh, man. Gonna slice that and dice that and put it in that pasta salad. Hope you guys are having a great holiday. It's beginning to rain a little bit though. It always rains on my parade. Mm. That's a good chicken. Mm. Hot.